where we are now.
Nanjing depends on the word you want to use, apparently. Yeah, Nanjing is the modern pinyin spelling in Mandarin, while Nankin comes from older Western romanization, and I guess that's still the name we use in French. Anyway, we're actually here kind of by chance. Chen's uncle had a business trip to Nanjing and offered to drive us along. So here we are, on a spontaneous little getaway. Since Nanjing used to be China's capital, we are starting our visits with one of the city's most symbolic places, the Presidential Palace. The place actually goes way back to the Ming and Qing dynasties, when it was used by high-ranking imperial officials. Then in 1912, it became the seat of China's very first republic. Later on, it was the office of the Republic of China's government, until 1949, when the communists took the power and this government moved to Taiwan. So basically, this building has witnessed the fall of the emperors, the birth of the republic, and the rise of modern China. The architecture definitely shows that you're entering into a modern era compared to the royal and imperial palaces that I've visited before. It can look a little westernized in some ways, while still keeping its Chinese roots, especially in the garden.
I'm not a monster, no, but I just want you.
So apparently I'm not allowed to be up there.
The palace also connects with the remainings of a much older part, the Palace of the Heavenly King. In the mid-19th century, Nanjing was the capital of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, a massive rebellion against the Qing dynasty, led by a man who claimed to be Jesus' younger brother. I know, that's wild.
Oh, so we just go out right on the shopping street with some buildings from this period, actually. Quite nice, but we're gonna get a bubble tea first. So let's try some ginseng oolong tea with some peach, right? Okay, that's quite light. I needed some fresh drink.
And just like that, it's dinner time. How to go to Nanjing without eating duck? The city is obsessed with it. There's even a local joke saying no duck can fly out of Nanjing alive. As a guy from southwest France, where duck is also a specialty, I'm totally here for it.
It's actually fine. Do you wanna try it? I'm not sure what it is, to be honest, but it's good. It's really fresh. It's more like fruity. So now we've been walking in random streets with very different decorations.
And now we are in the Nanjing Temple.
Which is the temple for Conficius, right?
Yeah. But now it's like commercial streets.
It's one of the most atmospheric parts of the city, with lanterns, old streets, riverboats. As you may know, Confucius was not a god, but an ancient philosopher and teacher. Over centuries, Confucius' ideas about ethics, education, and social order became central in Chinese culture. So this temple is a place to show respect for learning, tradition, and values.
I'm not a monster, no.
Wow, they've got one rapid store here. I really like this candy. It's like condensed milk candy. I love it. It's so good. So I think I'm gonna have to buy some. And there are many flavors, right?
Yeah.
Because I only know the original one. So I went for literally all the flavors they had, and took a lot of the original flavor too, because I know I'm not gonna find it in Europe. And once again, my card was not able to pay.
How are you gonna do without me?
Right? I cannot pay for anything if you're not here. That's kind of annoying though. But it's okay, I can pay more in Korea. And oh my god, I only have 21% battery, but it's fine.
想跟你爱到最后，请不要转身逃走。I need your loving， 不需要太多理由。I just want you in my life。
Oh my god, we've been to a culture exhibition hall because we thought it would be interesting to see more about Nanjing cultural stuff. And of course, we ended up in a store
You buy something anyway.
Yeah, of course. I had to buy something for my mother. Like they always do that. They catch you with some free exhibition or for some photo zone, but behind is always a store. So, second day in Nanjing. Sorry.
You should be.
The weather is pretty bad today. It's kind of cold, it's rainy, but we're only here for the morning, so it's fine. We decided to go visit the museum about the comfort women. So when Japan attacked and invaded China, they forced some women to be prostitute, basically.
Not here, but the next one.
Not here? What is here? You didn't tell me.
So today's first visit is actually the memorial hall of the victims in the Nanjing massacre by the Japanese invaders. A memorial that forces confrontation with one of the darkest chapters of history. In 1937, after Japanese forces captured Nanjing, they carried out a campaign of mass murder, torture, and widespread atrocities. It is estimated that at least 300,000 civilians and soldiers were killed in only a few weeks. The museum continues about World War II until the trial where Japanese officers were judged at the Nanjing War Crimes Tribunal. On the brighter side, lunch break was a moment to breathe, to enjoy something simple and comforting. But as you understood, the thing of the day is heavy. We are now visiting the comfort stations of Nanjing. During the Japanese occupation in World War II, these buildings were used to force women from China and other countries into sexual slavery. Walking through these rooms, looking at the pictures and testimonies, it's hard, but it's important. It forces us to remember not only what people suffered, but also how silence around these stories make healing harder.
So we're in the train, but there's no seats, so we're gonna have to stand for around 1 hour. Well, they said we could sit for like 15 minutes between two stations. This is ridiculous, but it's fine. As long as we just go to our next city, which is Hangzhou.
But I just want you, kiss me.
So here we are in Hangzhou. As you can see, the weather is not getting better. But anyway, we're not gonna stay long, just a few hours here before we're going back to Cixi. And here we are in the
Westlake.
没有你像没有呼吸 Baby I can go with you anywhere 害怕很漫长的午夜
So yeah, we're in the Westlake. It's famous lake here. Very known for many folkloric fairy tales and poems, apparently. What was the name of the poem you just told me about? Yeah, right, The Legend of the White Snake. Never heard about it, but you can check.
想快要被毁灭一点一滴还是你 baby
So, turns out my bank blocked my card. These motherfucking bitches blocked my card without warning, without telling me, asking me for consent. And without reason, actually. They pretended that they sent me a text. First of all, how can you send me a text on my French number when I'm in China? They said they asked me if there was a payment that might not have been mine. And they told me that I said, yeah, it's not mine. So they blocked it. But I never received anything. It's not possible. My French number doesn't work in China. And I would never have agreed with this because all the transactions that I've made were mine. So yeah, they blocked it. They could not reactivate my card just like that. So I just can't buy anything anymore until I go back to France.
So I have to pay everything.
Yeah, I have a sugar daddy now. Well, I will pay more in Korea because they have a lot of cash. So yeah, anyway, we're going to a food court to eat with Chan's sister.
当回忆被解开希望再次重来未看见我们的爱还存在
Durian. We just came back to Cixi. Chan's sister just offered me this blind box of Harry Potter. One of my favorite characters, obviously Luna Lovegood. And guess what character I had? Luna Lovegood. And have you ever seen this fruit? This is called loquat, not to be confused with kumquat. They told me to eat it without the skin, but I think we can eat the skin.
But do you like it?
Oh. There are 3 seeds in one fruit. If we put some more gifts and some more snacks. Starting with this paper cut frame for my mother, which represents a rat, because my mother is born on the year of the rat. That's the gift from the restaurant we've been to. They just did that so we can give some good review. But so this is a sample of the tea that they served at the restaurant, which was actually nice. And that's just some random snack. And the best one for the end, white rabbit. I tried white rabbit for the first time on an internship in a wine company, because some Chinese client just gifted some white rabbit to the people I worked with, so they made me try, and it's so good. This is a small candy like this, which is made out of condensed milk, and I love condensed milk. But anyway, it's 1 a.m. Maybe it's time to sleep. Okay, let's go sleep.